Leo the liar, Leo the liar, or whatever them girls were saying. Hey y'all, it's Nate. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Love Island USA Season 5, Episodes 1 through 28. Ooh, that is a lot. So if you haven't seen them yet and you don't want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. In episode 26, KK and Keenan are back on. No one is surprised. In episode 27, we get the first half of movie night. And in episode 28, we say goodbye to Hannah O. Sorry this is a little late, y'all. Life has been lifing and there is literally a hurricane on its way to LA as we speak. So I thought movie night was going to be nice and wholesome. I was like, oh, maybe Peacock is going to show them a movie from their streaming platform. No, it was more mess. KK and Keenan. So these two are back on their very rocky road. Literally nobody is surprised, like I said at the top of the video. But sis did say, I don't want to hear about what you thought we said about Casa Amor. The conversation was very clear, baby boy.
My issue? Why are you in bed cuddling with her when we talked about that?
Yeah, but then we also...
That was a clear conversation, Keenan. I don't care what you say. You agreed with it. If you didn't agree with it, you should have told me right then and there.
I didn't know what our boundaries was going to be. I didn't know what your
respect was our boundaries. I was sleeping outside, Keenan.
KK said her heart wants what it wants, and I really want to agree with her, but she's starting to look a little bit too forgiving and really almost naive in a way. And I'm trying to remind myself that reality TV is very misleading. They show you what they want to show you in the order that they want to show it to you. But it's starting to look like she's willing to take anything from Keenan, and that's never a good place to be, reality TV or not. She actually said it's harder because, you know, they are on a reality TV show, they're roommates. If they were in the real world, she would just cut those ties and it would be easier to cut those ties. But I think the reality is she just doesn't want to cut those ties, and that's why she continues to go back to him. It has nothing to do with the fact that they're roommates. Girl, you can go to the other side of the villa, you won't even see him. When Hannah and Marco went up to her to try to pull her away, she was like, nah, just give me a minute. And Hannah felt a type of way about that. And I actually kind of agree with her. She's been crying and telling Hannah how he makes you feel like shit. And then she comes to try to help you in the moment and you're like, girl, I'm talking to my man. So yeah, I would have taken that as a slap in the face as well. And yeah, I would have backed away and removed myself from the entire situation. But don't come running to me when he does the same thing again. That being said, KK did check Keenan and tell him not to speak to Hannah that way. Hannah just didn't hear it.
Please don't disrespect her. Please don't disrespect her.
Okay.
They just have seen a lot. They've seen me freaking hurt. So they fucking feel for me, Keenan. Don't disrespect her, please.
And I was kind of hoping that we get a boy fight, but we literally got nothing. Another thing that makes me feel like she's too naive is the fact that she told Leo she was still there for him. Listen, sometimes people cheat and they don't deserve to be abandoned or anything like that. But they also don't need to be coddled. Anyway, Keenan said he was getting to the point where he was kind of over it. But we all know that he's just talking. They both just be talking. They gonna end up right back together. I'm getting ready to eliminate both of their asses because I'm over the situation. Johnnie and Leo. Leo the liar. Leo the liar, or whatever them girls were saying. He is going through it, but I'm gonna be real, I am so tired of hearing about this open door that he has with Kassy. He said it takes 2 brain cells to see that Kassy didn't want to speak to him after she came back to the villa. Those must be the 2 brain cells that he was missing when he fucked Johnnie. I find it funny how Leo was saying he feels bad about being happy around Kassy. But he didn't feel like he was doing anything wrong when he had sex with Johnnie. I also did feel like Johnnie was being just a little bit dramatic when she said,
I feel like I came here to find a connection and build a connection. I spent a majority of my time alone.
I was like, girl, you were with Leo for like 3 days before Kassy came back. She's now been back in the villa less than 24 hours, so how is that the majority of your time? The math ain't mathin'. She's definitely feeling away because they had sex, just like KK was feeling away after she had sex with Keenan. But at the end of the day, Leo is moving kind of funny. I actually was shocked that Johnnie seemed genuinely surprised that he lied, because I wasn't surprised that he lied. But he did finally get exposed for telling Kassy and Johnnie 2 different things, so I am happy about that. And it's really not looking good for him. You know it's bad when the 2 women end up on the same side. Kassy and Matia. Look, Matia did not come here to play, okay? He keeps saying he's 29 and he is ready to lock it down. And I love that for him. He knows what he wants, and it just kept feeling like Kassy wanted someone like Leo who has literally no idea what he wants, or who just wants whatever he wants. The conversation between Kassy and Leo was tough to watch. He was trying to explain his way out of it, and it just wasn't working. And why did he tell Kassy that she's the only woman that he has actually ever cared about?
Only girl I care about doesn't even want to look at me. And I don't blame you for that.
What's the point of saying that after you did what you did? And the devastation when Kassy told him that he lost her, it was the dramatics for me. In episode 28, after movie night, she did decide to move forward with Matia, or to at least explore that opportunity. But to be honest, I kind of feel bad for him. I feel like Kassy is treating Matia like a backup, and nobody should be treated like a backup. OG, Hannah, and Marco, they are so locked in. They were like, can we just duck off tomorrow and not talk to anybody? They're ready to be off of Love Island, and honestly, I do not blame them. And Bergie was just third wheeling them so damn hard.
I don't want her to say no, Bergie.
Yeah.
I gotta wait.
I think she would say no right now. So like you gotta plan out something special before you ask.
I know.
They really are like a little family. Hannah did look real bad talking about Kassy though. She was basically like, girl, you already knew that, so it is what it is. Carmen and Kenzo, you want to know the problem with them? They can't win. Even though they seem in love, we cannot confirm or deny whether or not they knew each other before coming on this show. So they can't win. No one trusts that they're being honest. Coming on the show and possibly pretending to have just met and be quickly falling in love and have kind of this fairy tale story. Even the idea of that, the fact that the idea of that is out, just makes them untrustworthy, whether it's a rumor or not. And that, my friends, is the danger of rumors. So at the end of the day, I just don't see them winning the entire thing, but I could be wrong. I'll also add that I don't think Carmen had the right to pull Leo and be like, you really messed up there with Kassy. Like she felt like she needed to insert herself into Leo and Kassy's situation when really it had nothing to do with her. I actually agree with Leo saying that he was confused and upset about the fact that she pulled him for that. Zay and Destiny. Why is Destiny so damn childish? Her and Mike didn't go to Kassy Matia on bad terms, so why when he was asking her how she doing, she just ignored him?
What's going on with you? So you give me a silent treatment or what?
I do like that she acknowledged what it feels like to be the person in a couple when the person you're in a couple with is eyeing someone else. She acknowledged that she didn't want to do that to Zay, even though she did intend on keeping things open with Mike. That being said, I don't know that Zay feels like she's actually being respectful. The moment he says she gets overly defensive, she did just that.
When I say something, you get overly defensive over it.
I don't care what you think, Zay.
I also don't like that she told a grown-ass man that he was her property, and I don't think Zay liked it either. It was such a weird statement to make. Y'all still rooting for her, but I still say she's moving funny. Or maybe she was before she found out that Mike was all in the bed with Hannah. And he was like, why would I have told you that? I hate to say it, but I actually agree with Mike on this. Why did she need to know that? They weren't even in a couple. They weren't really together before Kassy Matia, so I'm not really seeing why he needed to tell her all that information. It's not like they were a KK and Keenan or a Marco and Hannah. On that note, Leo definitely should have stayed quiet because he does not have a dog in this fight at this moment. And why was Destiny hovering over Zay when he was clearly trying to sleep separately, talking about, are we done?
Are we done?
I think we would just talk tomorrow.
You can say yes or no.
Destiny, I don't think.
Just say yes or no.
Girl, if you don't have this conversation in the morning. Taylor S and Bergie. Y'all think she really like him? At first I did, but now I'm like, I don't know if it's true or not. I will say Berg's kissing has gotten better, but also when Imani came up to Berg and then Berg told Taylor about that, she was like, are you sure you don't want to explore that? Like, I don't know if she really likes him or not. He might just be a placeholder, so fingers crossed for my boy Berg. Taylor, C and Jonah. I don't know what it is about me that feels indifferent towards them. Nevertheless, the indifference remains. Kyle and Imani. So the energy fell off. Imani's like, deuces. Kyle is like, you didn't even let me speak my piece. And she's like, you have no piece to speak. Like, we're done. But I don't think Bergie wants to move forward with her, so she might be a little alone right now. Then Hannah and Mike. I don't know. Were they even in these episodes? Like, I have nothing to say about them this time. That's it for episodes 26 through 28. I will hopefully be back tomorrow to talk about episodes 29 through 31. Hopefully our power doesn't go out. No one really knows how serious this hurricane is going to be, but stand by. If you want to keep in touch until then, subscribe to my channel or come hang out over on Discord. The invite link is in the description box. And I see you next time. Subscribe. I'm getting ready to eliminate Love Island season. No. Kassy and what's that girl name? When he was just trying to go to sleep. Shut up. Zoom in on that. And move my intel. Just explore that. Explore. Girl, you acting like you never had water before.
If I'm on your mind, just say that. Brand new Benz, brand new Maybach. Got brand new friends for way back. If you my sign, can't change that.